근접 파워 어택가 많은 데미지를 준다.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
뭐가 있어? 바로 바티. 쩌는데. 터진다. 아니네. 54m. 왜 문제 열렸어? 저런. 아니, 아직 초월은 충분해. 여기가 수리할 수 있나? 수리. 아직 쓰기엔 아깝군. 수리. 이것도 살 수 있네? 16비트. 못 산다고? 다 필요 없는 거잖아. 갈까? 2층도 있어. 어렵죠? 제대로 펴봐. 파워버티야. 마음에 들어. 바로 봐. 2층은 잠겼는데? 오. 사무실 문 열기. 루트로 돌아가기. 메시지. 1번 초이스. 보아를 해고해라. 야, 일하는 노비인데 특권이야? 노비가 되는 것도 특권이라니. 슬픈 이야기네. 탄창. 이거를 해킹을 해야 돼? 클레버. 열어볼까? 이런데 틈새에 숨겨진 거 없어? 들어갈 수 있네? 씨, 깜짝이야. 저런. 반대쪽에도 있나? 지하발전소. 전력 재배장. 이런. 전기 트랙 스위치 3개를 모두 활성화하세요. 공장 상태. 나가자.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
뭐라고? 통찰력.
That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, selling mechanical computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
노비보다 더 하잖아.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's Something on him, it just comes off cold to me is all. Sorry. I know it's none of my business. It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. There's been scary nights, but Constable...
술집 앞에 살면 여러분 굉장히 시끄럽습니다. 샤라라 샤라라 45? 오, 수리한 엑스 열매. 노동자 이상. 에너지 장지. 짜란짠짠짠. 으아, 잡았어, 따기. 좋은 게 들었나? 돌격소총. 탄약. 문을 열어라. 암호입력. 개인 파일. 로그. 논리모드를 가지고 있다. 하지만 회사는 결코 틀리지 않는다. 신봉하네. 나가기. 이거 뭘까 궁금하다. 옷을 갈아입으면 되나? 기술 5. 그래도 부족해. 45. 애매하네. 나중에 할 수 있겠지 뭐. 히 4번. 아니지? 한 놈밖에 없나? 샷! 패! 같이 패자. 우후! 뭐야, 저번에 아무것도 안 나와? 뭐가 더 숨겨져 있나? 아이, 이상한 애 사람 좀 죽어있네. 더 먹을 거 없어? 빛나는데 안에서? 저기 누가 죽어있고. 앞에 누가 있는 것 같은데. 그렇지. 한 마리인가? 두 마리지? 패! 아, 쟤 눈 좀 붙인 거야? 세상에. 이야, 이런 시간 한 번에 더 처리할 수 있겠는데? 촤! Here I go! 아, 맘에 들어. 하나 완료? 뭐라고? 할 말 있냐?
Yeah, huh?
어? 여기 올라가는 길이야? 오, 71? 체스터야, 뭐 이게 뭐지? 해킹 스킬이 너무 낮습니다. 체스트야, 뭐 저런 거 없는데? 아, 이거 뭔지 궁금하다.
Not real. You're not real.
누구 있어? 헤이 25, 3 여기서 우선 바꿔 보면 2 하나 주는 거냐? 우와 수리 아 100% 90% 94% 88% 뭐 아직 저기 많은데 올라갈 수 있네.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
없냐? 아 이상하게 네 뭐라고?
Incoming! That's the last of them!
다 잡았어? 별무차다. 어우씨 애매할 뻔했다. 이런데 뭐가 또 있는 거 아니야? 있네. 삐역 삐역.
Where'd it go? If we set
아까
it
그 카드는
out,
어디서 나오는 거지?
what happens to the veil?
오 깜짝이야. 뭐라? 씨.
Here I go!
와. 씨. 씨.
I'll miss you right up! Got 'em all!
아, 팔려고 왔는데. 쟤한테 들어. 꼼꼼히 살펴봐야지. 나 뭐 카드 같은 거 아무도 안 줬는데. (7m) 어? 옷은 다시 갈아입었나? 어이씨 죽을 뻔했네.
Relax.
윙.
I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final. Something you need?
홀로로로로로 홀로로로 어? 아 저기로 해서 일로 오는 거구나. 아 궁금하다. 40 우와 아씨 나 미친데. 뚜뚜뚜뚜뚜 이거 무엇이냐. 3번 킹스. 이건 뭐야. 수리베이 단말기 접속. 여긴 어디냐? 에? 이거 죽는 거네. 그냥 심심해서 내려봤는데. 올. 아이템 천국이 아니네. 냉각 스테크라. 71. 세상에. 내가 일로 들어왔구나. 내가 안 먹었어? 그럼 여기 뭐야?
Not real.
여기도 뭐 해야
You're
되는
not
거
real.
있네.
Get away!
충격망치. 오! 저도 뭐야.
Get away!
3관 모형우주산 연고라.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me,
은신
Phantom.
30 필요하구나.
Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your Clearly, I mistook you for one of the Phantom's
지뢰
my
먹는다고?
imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
엔지니어였다고?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they
그래.
wise up to our plans, they will come.
설득이지.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I
뭐라는
was an
거야, 이거?
intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum.
그렇지.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it
완료가
down.
된 거야 지금?
Funny thing.
눌림모드를
I
어디서
was
찾을 수
working on a
있니?
logic module just before the mayhem started. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of... Mechanicals lost their bolts. I was on cleaning duty at the time.
좋아, 뭔가 업데이트가 된 것 같은데 임무 작은 문제 뮤지 B 죽어라 로봇. 보안 담당자가 누구야? 이렇게 천천히
What's eating
들어가.
you? The tail. Mechanicals... You mean why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty.
잠깐, 야 이거 어떻게 그럼? 오. 오. 나가야 돼, 우선? 진짜. 일단 나가보자. 쭉쭉쭉쭉. 쭉쭉쭉쭉. 가자. 아니 이건 10m? 이거 어렵죠? 세상에. 오, 경량형 기관총. 여기 있는지도 몰랐네. 세상에. 행동수정, 자동기기 행동모드, 새 모드 선택. 세대상 선택. 침입자 정의. 오, 괜찮네. 이제 자기들끼리 치고받고 하겠지. 방금 먹은 총 좀 보자. 오, 경량형 기관총. 잠깐, 내가 아까 경량형 기관총 안 팔았지? 320. 같은 거네? 가자. 네. 54m. 이제 여기선 더 이상 올라가야 되나? 내가 원하는 게 비트 카트리지, 경량형 탄약, 논리 모듈 다 먹었어. 루드위. 나가는 거 어디로 나가냐? 이건 뭐야? 오호, 그냥 지나갈 뻔했군. 기계 설비라. 저건 누군가의 다리 같아요. 쓰레기통. 짜라짜. 가자. 어디 보자. 점프. 안드로니쿠스야? 저기 무슨 패러디지? 뻔하군. 에이요.
Bring us honor, soldier.
놀림몬드 찾아왔다.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform.
근데 싫은데.
That reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
됐어. 쇼크 스틱 비트 카트리지 131, 89. 이거 훨씬 좋잖아. 스타. 오케이. 그리고 이 퀘스트 완전 끝났나? 뭐지? 잠깐. 내 지금 퀘스트가 전력 가동. 아이, 안 하고 그냥 왔구나. 안 하고 그냥 왔어. 플라즈마 카타. 우와.
Once we do this, there's... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
그래, 네 의견을 말해봐.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel.
들어선 줄게.
I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough saltuna to fill our belly, but the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way
아,
they...
이거 대화 완전 건너뛰는구나.
They don't deserve to be punished.
리드는 에쩌트가 망할
That
거라는데.
sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead.
이 탈차에서 전기를 끊으라고? 무서운
Miss
사람이네.
McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I just... Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
전력 재배정. 계속하기. 엣지부터 전력 재배정. 회사의 노예니까. 으아. 아. 휴후. 이거 아니네. 안띠. Better than nature. 저 뭐야? 뭐네? 수락. 괴물 디자인이 다 너무 이상해. 이렇게 나와서 이렇게 돼서 이렇게 한 번에 변태하는 거야? 우와, 60m.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to bump.
That's the thing about growing old. Your
뱀처럼
eyes
꿈틀거리네.
start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my... You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do
왜
is
다들
go
귀가
back
이렇게
to
다 빨개 보이지?
Edgewater.
조끼가?
This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Ed. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not
잠깐만.
return.
선택지가 이거 하나야?
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals.
회사에 노예가 되는
Man and woman in
그런
Edgewater.
시나리오는 불가능한가?
Tell him how I've made the veil bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I have got a means to.
말해보지.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati.
갑자기 표정이 확 변하는데.
How are you? Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only
Just
I'm not
like
so...
you.
Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off.
우주선이 있다는 걸 모르나?
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well,
엔지니어링.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept
내가 하나 가지고 있지롱.
No kidding. Really? Well, look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special. Well, don't keep... The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads?
Okay.
What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and you know where to find me.
그래. 이쪽이면 되겠지. 좋게 이야기를
I
끝내야
don't know
돼.
what you did to talk some sense into Zoe. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for... Sure, Suit yourself. I'll be here.
어디 보자. 28m? 왜 대화를 다시 해야 되지?
Look at that.
오케이. 이제 운명의 시간이다. 턱, 팔, 뼈가 있네? 갑각류 아니었어? 110. 아까 거기겠구만. 이제 한번 가봤다고 내가 길을 알 거라고 생각하는 건가? 이건 뭐야? 야씨, 시간 회사에 보상해야 돼. 절도네. 가까워진다. 뿅. 그래, 덥선.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool
아,
stream
저장이라도
of
할 걸
water.
그랬나?
I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
얘기하고 싶은 게 있어.
Go ahead.
그래.
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of the... I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change. People change. I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
오.
I expect you wouldn't understand. You don't see the town as I do. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see.
너에게 총질을
I see
한다면
decent, loyal, hard-working
회사의
people.
노예가 되는 나의 목적은 실패하겠지?
We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty.
다른 걸 물어보자.
Go ahead.
전염병에 대해 한마디 물어보자.
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant... That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years,
오히려
the
심해.
plagues have become progressively Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination.
공산주의네.
I believe plague is a test. If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would. Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing
공정했다
favorites.
이거지 자기는.
Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is
Oh,
like
really?
begging your pardon. Saltuna is a staple in the diet of any self-respecting spacer. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by.
다른 세상의 바다
What
특산물?
with being a
엄청이 뭐야?
species indigenous to the seas of another world. Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding
버섯?
mostly organic,
사기꾼이야.
mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled... Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see.
자, 이제 마지막
I
대사
admit the fault
란짜리야.
was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town. Nature is ugly. There is safety here. Safety and
아, 대사에서 올바른 답
but
찾기가
not
너무
all of
힘들다.
us see that, and I cannot force that vision upon them. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even
통찰력이
more to plague, but it is why we must square our shoulders.
이게 떴는데 통찰력이 없어서.
Go ahead.
통찰력. 통찰력 있지 않아? 스킬. 통찰력이라는 게 없구나. 그게 어디서 나와?
I appreciate what you've done for us.
그래.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by special choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a spacer's choice man. My father was a spacer's choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freel. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a spacer's choice saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing? If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague,
오, 장난 아닌데.
then she deserves this office.
결단력 쩐다.
I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague. And a couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. No such thing as an honorable resignation.
쫓겨나는 거야?
Suppose I could find a place outside the... I don't know. I have always tried to do right by...
와... 저 정도면 악당은 아닌데? 진짜 자기 마을을 위해 헌신하는 사람이라고 봐야지, 저 정도면. 우와.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Snake come back.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater?
뭐라는 거야?
Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my
바이바이.
personals.
오, 레벨업. 아까 통찰력 뭐지? 대화인가? 설득, 실력자, 통솔력, 이거 아닌 것 같고. 뭐지? 대화, 기술, 총력, 실험. 이제 뭐 해야 되지? 목표가 있는데? 7m? 그냥 할 뻔했네. 유흥. 이제 시체 그거 마무리해야지. 일치 마무리 안 한 게 작은 문제. 첫 번째, 세 번째. 공장의 수립에 의해. 일단 이거 먼저 완료할까? 작은 문제. 저건 뭐야? 자. 부어스트 워스트? 이거 뭐야? 뛰어서 바로 먹는 거야? 홀리 멀리. 바라바라바라바라. 참. 내가 왔어.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
미스터
Things going
바이바이.
all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, Miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? Run into any
정말이네.
trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that
일단
swallows
서브퀘스트
his
다
every bit.
완료해야겠다.
I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. That's the word, extortion.
참. 흠. 22m.
What can I do for you?
어?
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility, alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or
물어보겠다.
go ahead. The plague's come
저녁병
at us with
왜
a
생긴
vengeance
거야?
this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. Fever, company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us. Nature is my... Edgewater has been good to me. I am never one... As the good vicar says, work...
그래 뭐. 치아를 뽑아버려라. 절도네. 절도야? 절도군.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3... more than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket.
약이 많았다고?
Lots
약이
of
없다며.
medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis, and it's a miracle of bureaucracy. We can all thank our... I included it all in my official report.
그러시군. 나다. 애니미는 찾고 파괴한다. 우리의 인생.
Things are changing around the Vale. Don't met him. Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. That's what I'm contractual. Yeah. Funny thing,
뭐야?
Eugene's body
없어지죠?
ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, when I woke up,
야, 찾아보지.
let me know if you find anything. Yeah? Hang on. Work's been real good to me. Fresh. But you'd be wrong. Every now and again.
퀘스트가 안 된 거 보면 또 써볼게만. 겁먹은 엔지니어. 작은 문제.
Grave digging's a You run into any trouble?
아, 다 끝난 거구나.
Reliable work from a freelancer. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
술?
Suppose Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands. What? No. I needed his fees because of his name. Hey, yeah? Former people, yeah.
약탈자 분석했던데 회의할 수
bodies out of
있어.
my cemetery?
다시 눌러보자.
Something I can do. Yeah? Former people. Well, if you're gonna go
Oh.
headhunting, talk to Constable. Couldn't tell you. Ah.
뭐 하나 어딨지? 제가 이제 남은 퀘스트가 뭐야? 겁먹은 엔지니어. 구덩이라는 장소에 있습니다. 어딘가 찍혀있겠지? 싶은데 마을 안에 있나 보구나. 미터 달려. 위에 있네. 자판기 다른 거다. 같은 거고. 총 판매 총 이거 뭐가 뭔지 모르겠네. 나중에 한번 정리하자. 위인가? 건너편이야? 이건 뭐야? 메시지 발성 톰슨. 이거 아까 본 거 같은데? 나가기. 반대쪽에 있다. 오, 여기 또 있어. 볼터. 마지막 기록. 초이스의 자산. 나약한 정지 신체 질병으로 나타난다. 굉장하네. 이 정도는 털어도 되지 않을까? 야, 이건 털어야지. 바이엔세 지역 점프 수락. 포션 톡신 베놈. 쟤네가 아직 저기 있어.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All three. Aside from you.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined. Something must have changed in Edgewater.
이제 퀘스트 뭐 남았냐? 와. Reliable. 점프. 와, 이거 한 4시간 걸렸네. 3시간 반. 얘나?
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship. Working on a real
날
engine,
데리고 갈 거야.
belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
꼬셔봐야지,
Well, it's
이렇게.
kind of you to say that.
너는 거기서 행복하지 않아.
And you're right.
거기 날 따라오지
I
않을래?
wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
좋아.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now.
아까부터 캡틴이라고 불렀어.
I got a captain.
아니, 아까 신부가 오, 직원들을 타고 있네.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to
뭐라고?
flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
이것대로?
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today? Nothing too out of the ordinary. That's what I grew up in a pit of a town. I was destined to be a labor. My parents, they internalized the precepts of some. I envied that. They thought I was fighting the plan. Should have accepted my lot. The simple version is this. Everything flows from the equation, or in... The answers to these questions don't really matter. The plan...
뭔가 또
Some choice.
서브퀘스트가
It's
나올 수
like an
있으니까 물어봐야지.
unbreakable elastic band. I'll run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit. What about you? What's your story? And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you.
그래.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
아유, 선택 좀 뭔가 갈릴 것 같은데. 가족, 친구, 이것이 옳은 일이다.
A commendable attitude. Bakonu. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of... I've been thinking on that. There's a former associate...
테라 2.
info. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could... The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it. 1,000 pardon. Now, we should start on the groundbreaker.
테라
It's
2
where I'd go if I
가야겠네.
wanted to get off Terra 2. All I need is access to a
바로 뜬다.
data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of... I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a I meditated. Thank you, Captain.
목적지 중에 하나겠군.
That was a good thing you did, Captain.
통찰이
Helping to bring
없었어. 왜
dessert.
아까 안 뒀지?
He's just interested in fixing
뭔가
stuff.
대화가 부족했나?
He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. I think
너랑은
you did the
대화가
right thing.
끊어졌네.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
힘들었다.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
우후, 엔지니어링 20.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
엔진
Our engine
빼려.
room is located behind you.
야, 씨. 네가 설치하고 오면 안 되는 거야. 오. 술이 분해도 되는구나. 나중에 정리를 한번 싹 해야지. 아. 짜짜짜라란. 뾰롱. 오. 업적 덕분 어디로 가든 티켓. 뭐야? 쫙, 타.
What can I do for you, Captain?
설치했다.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit.
가자. 오. 야, 이제 이게 초반 시늘이 끝난 거야? 와, 씨, 엄청 오래 걸리네, 초반도.
Received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are. Hail and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
I'm sure fine.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay.
Monarch
I
Stellar
have
Bay.
contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony.
결국 회사를
all
구해야
skating
돼.
precariously around the edge of oblivion together.
반란 건
None of
신경
us are
없습니다.
leaving Halcyon alive, so Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridge. Excellent. I'll contact you once
궁금한 게
you've found a
있으면
way to
영실로.
get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select.
이동 단말기 어디 있어? 이동 단말기. 오, 이거구나. 오, 지금 갈 수 있는 건 테라2. 그라운드 브레이커. 아, 궁금한 게 있어. 뭐라고 했지? 지금 테라2. 모나크. 어떡하지? 일단 들렸다 가자. 가는 길인데 뭐. 잠깐. 응? 착륙하면 어떻게 되는 거야?
Orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
테라2. 그라운드 브레이커. 모나크. 그래. 잠깐 퀘스트 있지. 텅빈 인간. 그라운드 브레이커를 지나갔다. 그라운드 브레이커로. 잠깐 우선 저걸 찾읍시다. 옷 내려가야 되는데? 홀로그램 망토. 오. 어? 응? 발성. 우던 배드보트. 로그. 축소왕산. 그냥 말하니? 퀘스트가 업데이트됐어. 오. 아, 잠깐 나 어디로 가라고? 그라운드 브레이커. 그라운드 브레이커. 스킬라. 그라운드 브레이커가 어딨어?
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
미야, 저장 여기까지 하겠다. 전쟁. 뒤로 가기.